Thanks, Adam. Mr. Negron, according to the latest numbers available from the U.S. Census, the median household income in Coos County was $45,154. Compare that to Rockingham County, where it was at $82,398. What should the role of the federal government be to get employers to locate to the North Country to bring higher wages, and what type of jobs do you envision?
Sure. Well, first of all, the role of the federal government is to work with the governor. Right? It's not the federal government coming in and mandating to the state what it is they can and can't do. And driving up to the North Country, it's very simple things. There's towns up there, and I was told that, we had gotten some federal money to put in a 911 system up there. 3 $5 million grants, and all they got was a study, right? What is that? $3 million, $15 million, I could put up some cell towers. So, you have to have the ability to bring people. People can go out there and telecommute, but I have to have some sort of infrastructure. And I would work very closely with Governor Sununu to make sure what is it that they need and actually have the people come in. You can't just throw money at a problem. You have to understand what the problem is. And, for veterans as well up there, a lot of times they make appointments online, but if there's no internet connectivity up there, what am I asking them to do? So you have to look at what the impact is up there in the North Country, and I would work with the governor and his cabinet to make sure that we do whatever we can from a federal perspective.
And Representative Custer, what would you do to boost jobs? What should be done to boost jobs in the North Country?
Well, what we've already done is to bring that federal funding for the infrastructure. My opponent has said that he doesn't see a federal role in infrastructure, and I totally disagree on that. I think the highway funding that I've been able to get for bridges and for miles of roads up there, the telecommunications, we were able to get those 4 towers for Coos County, and they've got much better broadband communication, and that was federal funding. I do a lot through the U.S. Department of Agriculture Rural Development Program and the Northern Borders Regional Commission. We're going to have twice the funding on Northern Borders Regional Commission because I've worked with Senator Shaheen to get that, $20 million. But those grants are great for investing in those communities up there, job creation, working on job training with our community colleges. We were able to, as I said, bring that treatment facility up there, but also veteran housing. We just did a ribbon cutting in Plymouth on veteran housing for the North Country. So all of these things are improving the quality of life and improving the job opportunities for people in the North Country.
Representative Negron, you were invoked on transportation funding there.
Yeah, absolutely. When I talk to people up there, they say, "Where's my congresswoman? Where is she? She's not up here." They go down to her office, she's not there. All I know is, and when I talk to the people, is that the dire need for stuff up there. I just had a Veterans Roundtable up there, and they said, I have to go 6 miles down the road to make a call. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. So if there is a place to help the state, that's what we should be doing. But I can tell you, to this point, there's still a lot of areas that require a lot of work. And in 6 years, and we still not have an ability to make a cell phone call, I think is wrong.
Well, luckily, the work that I've done, the veterans can now go to Littleton to a brand new community-based outpatient clinic. We've also got that type of care up in Berlin and Colebrook. We have a whole new program for veterans up there that is about case management, where the nurses are working with them when they can get care in the community or when they can go to the VA at White River Junction. So proud of my record in the North Country.